Everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today there has been some rumours floating around that Will Nightingale is apparently meant to be joining Ross County on loan until January, which is quite interesting as well. But today we're going to dive more into this possible transfer rumour. But please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and furthermore, let's get into this transfer. So in today's video, we are talking about Will Nightingale possibly moving to Ross County. By the way, before we get into this, the source is the Daily Record. Not sure if it's the best source, but it's the only source which I've seen that have said this. But apparently they say Will Nightingale nearing Ross County loan transfer as Staggy see off English interest for experienced defender. To be honest, I feel like this would be a decent move for Will Nightingale. Obviously, we have got a vast amount of defenders, which is very good to see. And Will Nightingale, obviously, he's been at the club for a long time. But I feel like this would be a good move for him just due to the fact that apparently, so in the last game against Woking, we obviously started with Joe Lewis and Ryan Johnson at the back, and they've played together at Stockport, and they're very experienced in League Two and around these type of leagues, and they just know how to play with each other, and they know their strengths and weaknesses, etc. So I believe Ryan Johnson and Joe Lewis will be the starting two centre-backs, to be honest with you. And obviously we still have Alex Pearce in the club as a centre-back as well, which he will be a decent option as well. He has a vast amount of experience playing for Millwall, etc. So, and he's played well in pre-season as well. We haven't conceded a goal in pre-season, but overall I feel like this is maybe the right news, and it's a right move for Will Nightingale going up to Scotland, Ross County. I feel like one of the two centre-backs, Will Nightingale, Alex Pearce, probably had to go out on loan somewhere, and I think Will Nightingale's the right move. He's very injury prone as well, and I feel like possibly if Joe Lewis plays really well, obviously he's on loan from Stockport, he still could get recalled in January. Obviously we had Riley Towler getting recalled back to Bristol City last January, so makes us a little bit scared in that way because Joe Lewis has performed quite well in the first 3 pre-season friendlies. But we will see. Overall, if this move does happen, I think it's a good move for Will Nightingale. Obviously it's a different league. He's been at Wimbledon literally since he was a young boy, so I think he deserves a move somewhere else and a club where he can get straight into the starting 11, hopefully, as he is a very good defender, but he's obviously very injury prone. He has made a lot of mistakes, but overall I think this will be quite decent for Will Nightingale. So we have two centre backs, and yeah, overall decent for Will Nightingale. When we look back at Will Nightingale's career with us, he's played 208 games, scoring 8 goals in those 208 games. He's been a great player for us since 2014, January, started playing professional football with us. And yeah, he's been a very experienced player, and I feel like Ross County would be a decent move for him. They obviously are in the Scottish Premiership. He will be playing against Dundee, which will be interesting, as Zach Robinson is there on loan as well. So that'll be quite interesting to see if Zach Robinson starts, and obviously if Will Nightingale starts against Ross County, if he goes there. But I think it'll be interesting to see how he does against the bigger likes of Aberdeen, Rangers, Celtic in the Premiership. And for example, if we have an injury crisis in January like we did last season, I think it'll be good to recall him. So then we have more options for defenders. But as I said previously in this video, Ryan Johnson and Joe Lewis look like they're going to be set to be the starting two centre-backs in the squad. So that's going to be very interesting. But they have played each other. They have played with each other before at Stockport, and they know obviously their strengths and weaknesses. So I believe they're the best two centre-backs at the club at the moment, and they've impressed me so far in the in pre-season. But now we're going to talk about some more transfers. Obviously, hasn't been a lot of rumours floating around, but obviously Alex Bass started. He had his first game against Woking, kept a clean sheet, made a very good save, nearly scored as well. If you haven't watched a matchday vlog, please watch it. It's the last video that I uploaded before this. But obviously Nathan Broom hasn't been in the squad for the last 2 games, so I expect Nathan Broom to go out on loan as well. So that's going to be interesting to see where he goes. I feel like Broom is a great keeper. He's done quite well last season. Obviously saved a very good penalty against Salford. He's made some incredible saves as well. So that'll be interesting to see if he goes out on loan. Zanev didn't really look that happy on the bench, but Zanev did play a full 90 against Met Police. But I think time will tell in the next week when we play QPR and Portsmouth, just to see who's in the starting 11 then. And yeah, so that is my video of a possibility transfer rumour of Will Nightingale joining Scottish side Ross County. Will be interesting to see how he does if he goes there, but I feel like this is a great move for him, as we have 3 very other good centre-backs at the club. But please let me know down in the comments if you think this is going to happen and how you think he will vary in the Scottish Premiership for Ross County if he does go there. But please remember to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.